Scanlan, and more questions for the student athlete.
Good.
Sure, first of all, congratulations to Wisconsin. Very, very deserving playoff champion. I thought they were outstanding today. They came out of the gates just all guns blazing, and like I said, very, very deserving champions, so hats off to them. Just very, very proud of my hockey team. To play in a championship game is something that, I'm sure Vegas, the odds would have been pretty astronomical. So we're extremely proud of what we've done this year, and like I told them, of all the years I've had coaching, it's probably my funnest. I owe it all to these young ladies, so it's a fun year.
Do you have any questions for Kristine?
Kristine, what do you think the difference was today for them being able to get a few more goals scored on you guys?
We came out strong. They came out stronger. It's just the way it came today. If we played them again, I'm sure we'd give them a different game. They came out strong, and that's just the way it ended.
Kristine, you put together one of the best seasons in any program's history. You pretty proud of that?
Very proud. I'm proud of my entire team. Down from starting with Mowat, the goalies, the forwards, the D, our freshmen coming in, to our coach of the year. Just so proud of the team. We're proud of ourselves. It sucks for now, but it's been a pretty awesome year.
Does this motivate you for the off season to come back and even be more hungry next year?
I'm not coming back next year, but I'm sure it's going to motivate the rest of the team. They're going to want this next year. It shows that Bemidji State is a top-tier program, and we're here, and we're not going away.
It was a pretty scary moment when you had to be helped off the ice. What did it mean to you to be able to come back and finish your career on the ice?
No, it was everything. Thanks to the doctors and everyone who helped out. It was just scary when I went into the boards, and just lucky that I got to come out.
Anything else for Kristine? Thank you for coming. You can go back. You can hear Danny's remarks to the rest, but you're free to go if you'd like.
Okay.
Thank you.
Sounds good.
You on your way back? You
What's
probably
that?
go across the ice again if you want.
Yeah, sounds good.
Thank you.
Questions for Coach
Thanks,
Scanlan?
Kristine.
Coach, some of your best opportunities came on the power play in the second period. Do you think if you would have got one there, that would have turned things around a little bit?
You know what? For us getting the lead would have been huge, no question. I'm not sure who was doing the shot counting up there, but we had more than 4 shots in the first period. But we had some chances. I mean, we had a couple deflections that one just missed the net. The other one, their goalie came up with a big stop. There's no question. At any point in time, that we scored a goal, I mean, that could have changed the complexion. But again, give Wisconsin credit because they came out of the gates hard. They got the first one. They were able to extend it. And they're such a quality team defensively. They don't give you many chances to begin with. When you do get them, they got an outstanding goalie. I thought she was on today. She wasn't fighting the puck whatsoever. She was playing a lot of confidence. So we could tell it was going to be difficult getting anything by her. But who knows? Had we gotten one, certainly it could have changed. Obviously that goal at the end of the second period was a dagger. That was a tough one. But again, you just credit Wisconsin. I thought they were very, very good today.
You seem to take some momentum out of that first PK and look like maybe you're going to be okay. So I would think the timing of that Nurse goal was really bad from that standpoint.
Yeah, we talked about her. I said that was the one thing about Wisconsin is they're so deep. I mean, here's Nurse on the third line for crying out loud. She's just a dynamic player, and we talked about it. You really gotta pay attention when she's on the ice because she can create offense by herself, and 2, if she has an opportunity, she can snipe, and she showed it. That was just a world class goal. She beat a pretty good goalie on that shot. She beat her clean, so no question that was a big goal. And then certainly the second one, it just now we're playing uphill. It's just a challenge for our team.
What can you take away from this season? You had a real successful run there at the end.
Well, you know what? I had Coach Bob Peters, legendary coach at Bemidji State. He came and talked to the team. I think it was on Tuesday this week, and he just said when you look at it, he kind of gave the ladies a little history of the WCHA, and he said, you look at Wisconsin, Minnesota, perennially always there, Duluth, and North Dakota starting to creep in. He goes, you know what? Bemidji State's in the neighborhood. He said, Bemidji State's in the neighborhood, and that's what I told the ladies today. You know what? They're in the neighborhood. Now our challenge is to stay there.
What does your team need to add to get to be in that same conversation with those teams?
You know what? I think obviously there's certainly a lot coming back. You look at our roster. I think you know, just from watching the league, I think mobile defensemen are so important. If you got defensemen that can skate and handle the puck, and you know, that would be, for us, if we can add a few more on the back end that have the ability to move and handle the puck. You know, certainly if you can get a difference maker up front, I mean, again, those upper echelon teams seem to have a lot of those players that can create offense for themselves. And, we all know how difficult it's to score in this game, and if you have some people that can snipe, boy, it just makes life easier.
What were your expectations coming into the season, and do you feel like you met them?
You know what, I really didn't have any. I mean, it was all new to me. You know, I just hoped that we could put a team on the ice that the people at Bemidji State, the community, would want to come and watch and be proud of it. And from that standpoint, I think we far exceeded expectations. And, you know, you can't measure your success on the last game, and I'd never do that. You know, I view this as a very, very successful year in just a lot of different ways. Certainly the growth of our team, the fact that we were able to play in this game, and the fact that we were able to do some things. You know, from that standpoint, it was a very, very successful year, no question.
Coach, did your approach change at all being down by those 2 goals pretty early on?
Not really. You know, we talked about the next one being a big one. You know, the second period is always a key period just because it's the long change. And sure enough, Wisconsin got that third goal when they caught us out there, and they did a great job cycling, and they were able to, they might have even got 3 line changes in that one span. And sure enough, you know, something like Sylvester finds a loose puck and puts it home. But no, we tried to continue to do the things that were going to allow us to be successful, you know, get pucks to net. Well, I know Steph Anderson had a great opportunity in the slot, and you know, one of their players got in front of it and made a huge block. So again, credit Wisconsin. They thought they were very, very deserving of being the champions today.
That was a big factor on their second goal too, where they got a line change in and you were stuck out there.
Yeah.
Do you think they just had a little more energy than you did today? They caught up to you?
You know what? It looked like that. I'm not. You know, no excuses. I mean, we went out there and played as hard as we could, but they just seemed like they had a little extra jump in their step. You know, was it 3 games last week catching up by who knows? You know, bottom line is we had an opportunity to play for a championship, and you know, I think any hockey player at any level, you know, you'd love to be in that situation, and you're certainly not going to use any excuses, and you're just going to go out there and do the best you can. And that's what my team did.
Any more for Coach Scanlan? Thanks, Judy.
All right.